Created with free version for non-commercial use.
In this lesson, we will learn about HTML comments. A comment is simply a bit of text that we include in our HTML code that will not be rendered or displayed by the web browser. So that means we can include text in a comment to explain our code for ourselves. A comment is basically inline documentation for your own code. Let's take a look at a quick example. Here we are in a text editor and I'm looking at the code for this example page that we've seen in earlier lessons. And let's imagine that I want to leave a comment for myself to stay organized. To begin a comment, you use the less than symbol and then the exclamation mark and then 2 dashes. Then go ahead and space and then you can begin typing your comment. So I will say this is where the main text of the article begins. Then to close your comment, go ahead and space and then include 2 more dashes. And then obviously at the end is the greater than symbol. Now if I save and refresh in the browser, we can see that that text is not appearing. If it was going to appear, it would show about right here. So this means we can include comments anywhere in our HTML in order to explain the structure of our code. So that way, if we revisit the page 6 months from now, the comments will help explain things. Or, if a different developer needs to pick up our page and work on it, they will be very grateful for our comments. I will let you decide where it makes the most sense to include comments in your code, but I will point out that one of the most standard practices in the industry is to include a comment when a div ends. Because as the complexity of your code grows, more elements will be nested inside one another, and you will not believe how helpful it is to have a bit of a marker of where an element clearly ends. So for example, we can include a comment here that says, this is where the article body div ends. Or to be a little bit less verbose, what I do is just include a / and then the name of the div. So if we gave it a class of article body, I simply type article body. Now the structure of this particular code is simple enough that we probably don't need this comment. But believe me, this is a good practice to get into because like I said, as the complexity of your pages grow, ending div comments are a true lifesaver. So please feel free to use HTML comments wherever you see fit, and I will see you in the next lesson.
Created with free version for non-commercial use.